Nothing, in its real sense, is difficult. Difficulties are a state of the mind. It is your perspective on something. That's why you see that what you consider difficult is being viewed by another person as simple. The word difficult problem is just revealing to you that it is new to your mind, and the moment you get over it, you see that it is not as difficult as it appears at first. Since the Sigma males knew that they would be faced with one difficult problem or another throughout their entire life, they have always developed great problem-solving skills. They have their quivers filled with different tactics to get problems out of their way. They rarely run out of strategies. If they do, they sit back, think about the problem, and figure out how to solve it. Watch till the end, as we will be looking at different steps that Sigma males follow to get the most difficult problem solved. 1. They take time to relax. This may appear strange, but that's not all. No matter the weight of your problems, first relax. A Sigma male knows that when you are faced with a difficult situation, you become nervous and just want to get a way out immediately. But oftentimes, this attitude will get you into more problems rather than solve the one at hand. There is a problem already. Don't make solving it another problem. Take a walk out of your problem at that instant. That is, leave the scene of the problem. If possible, go out and get a coffee or something different that will momentarily take your mind off the present situation. Going out will not solve the problem, but it will allow your mind to relax and think well. Sigma males have learned this trick, and they use it to calm their nerves and relax when there is a problem. It may be difficult to do, especially when you are under pressure to get an answer. But it is much more difficult to get answers while under pressure too. Your mind will not be able to think straight. Your blood pressure gets high, and the whole of your body system is greatly disturbed. You can't help yourself by remaining in such a condition. An understanding of this logic gives a Sigma male an edge over others. You can make the worst mistake in solving a problem under pressure because you did not analyze the solution you wanted to use with a clear head to see the possibility of it working or failing. You just jump into it and discover that the solution itself has a problem. Relaxing your body helps your mind to focus on what it can control rather than the thing that is out of control. So, a Sigma usually does not put himself under pressure to respond to a problem. He wants to carefully know why things are that way, and this will bring us to the next step. 2. They define the problem. Most of the time, when you return to the problem with a relaxed mind, the problem may no longer carry the enormity it was carrying earlier. There is a part of the human mind that aggravates the situation when it first occurs. You may return to the problem and find out that it wasn't as big as you thought at first. The second thing a Sigma male will do after they might have taken some time out of the problem is that they come back to face the reality. At this point, his mind is already settled, and he can think clearly. Now it's time to define the problem. Give it a name if possible. A Sigma male asks himself some questions to figure out what is going on and why the situation went wrong. Was it a mistake by you or another? But in whatever case, if you want to have a good definition of your problem, don't blame people or circumstances. Take full responsibility for whatever has happened. In such a situation, a Sigma male can get the problem solved. 3. They set some goals. A Sigma male goes further in setting some goals after he has defined his problem, and he is willing to take full responsibility to make a change in the situation. This helps him to focus on steps that he can take to resolve the situation instead of being stuck in the problem itself. For example, the problem is defined as a loss of contract in his business. His goal could be to get more contractors than before. Maybe he had only had 1 or 2 before. He can decide to set a goal of getting as many as 10 contractors. So in the future, if one backs out, he will still have 9 more, and it will have little effect on him than when there were just 2 at hand. 4. They brainstorm possible solutions. People have utilized brainstorming to develop ideas and come up with innovative answers to challenges for years. Nevertheless, for brainstorming to be truly productive, it must be used properly. Brainstorming blends lateral thinking with a flexible, informal approach to issue resolution. It inspires people to have thoughts and opinions that may initially appear a little strange. Some of these concepts may be developed into unique, inventive responses to issues, while others can generate even more concepts. Brainstorming helps in moving people from their regular modes of thought, and this aids in breaking people out of their tight spots. When you brainstorm alone, you are freer and more creative since you aren't concerned with other people's egos or opinions. For instance, you could discover that when you investigate a concept on your own, it takes on a distinct quality that you may be reluctant to discuss in a group. Sigma males are very good at brainstorming because they are great thinkers and can think through possible solutions to get their problem solved. They write down as many solutions as they can think of. Even if the idea doesn't make sense at first, they don't hesitate to pen it down. Sometimes what we never think can work out seems to work out better than what we think will work, and you never know which of the ideas will bring you out of your present situation. So, the Sigma male writes out every bit of solution strategy that comes to his mind. Sometimes you may need a combination of different solutions to solve a difficult problem. 5. They evaluate each possible solution. Although no one loves a problematic situation, we all get faced with difficulties we never hope to have. The same is the case with Sigma males. Here, a Sigma male will think through each solution he has written out to see if it will work. He looks at the pros and cons of each solution. How will they each turn out if he decides to use them? What will the consequences of his actions be? What will the benefits of his actions be? Which of them are similar and which can be substituted for the other? These are the things a Sigma male will evaluate until he can come up with a solution or solutions that can best solve his problem. 6. They identify the best solution. The lone wolf tends to be better at getting out of problems than average people do. This is because of their personality, wherein they believe nothing should stop them. Not even a mountain. It's either they bring it down or they climb it. They must not be stopped. From his evaluations, a Sigma male can come up with a likely solution or solutions that can help solve his problem. Mind you, he is just going out to try them out. The solutions are yet to be tested and trusted. So, here he is very critical about which to take as the best. But the good news is that whichever one you choose, you still have the ones you left behind as likely substitutes in case what you think is the best doesn't work out for that problem. Of course, it can work for someone else. 7. They take action. There's a need to take action when faced with a problem. You can't sit down and expect things to change on their own. You don't expect those possible solutions to work out by themselves. You have to make it work by putting your energy into it. A Sigma male knows when to be in motion to achieve his set goals and get out of difficult situations. It's time for him to put to work the best solution selected in the previous step. He wants to see the outcome of what he has rationally thought to be the best. He wants to know if his judgment about such a choice or choices is right. He is waiting to applaud himself or continue his search for better solutions. He is very curious at this point. 8. They evaluate the results. His curiosity is satisfied here. After he has taken the necessary actions, he is here to see if the action works out for the problem he is faced with. If it does, he feels fulfilled. He will add this solution or solutions to his portfolio of problem solving. He has not only learned that this solution or solutions works for the present problem, but he knows that the same solution can be used to solve similar problems in the future. However, if the solution does not work out for the problem, he will go through another evaluation process. Why did that solution fail? Can he do it better another way, or should he choose a different method from his previous options? These are the things a Sigma male will look into. He doesn't throw out the failed attempt completely. He keeps it. He believes it can work for a simpler problem. Solving difficult problems for a Sigma male might not seem too difficult compared to other classes of males. He has the ever-ready heart to face any challenge that comes his way, even the worst. 9. They know how to handle situations that can't be fixed. Not all situations can be fixed. Tony Gaskin said, "If you can't do anything about it, then let it go. Don't be a prisoner to things you can't change." Sigma males know that not every difficult problem has a solution. After trying hard and they are unable to get a solution. They will accept that it can't be done and accept the situation of things. Where others may get depressed and desperate over a losing situation, Sigma males will know that such situations are beyond them. Therefore, to adapt and move past difficult problems like Sigma males, you should be equipped to handle both the good and the bad times. This begins with recognizing that sometimes you may not be able to resolve problems despite your best efforts. When this happens, you might try concentrating on your coping abilities to help you deal with things as they are, especially when you've tried a few tactics but haven't had much luck. Also, it's crucial to take care of yourself if your condition is causing you to feel particularly bad. Your mental health should not be tampered with. Ensure you spend some time doing something you like. Talking to a reliable person who can offer you moral support could also be useful. You should seek expert assistance if the problem is affecting your daily life. You will never see a Sigma male back out when faced with a tough situation, and this aids their success in life. Consider becoming a member of our community and helping us create more awesome content for you. Find more information in the description. Now that you know how a Sigma male solves difficult problems, it is time to know the brutal truths Sigma males must face. Click on the image and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.